Have you ever stopped to wonder if walking more after 70 is truly serving your health, or if it might actually be slowing you down? For decades, we've been told that walking is the magic bullet, the one-size-fits-all key to staying healthy as we grow older. But what if I told you that after 70, your body's needs become more nuanced, and that simply walking more may not be the answer you're hoping for? Hello, my friends. I'm Dr. James, and over my 30 years in medicine, I've had the privilege of caring for thousands of seniors just like you. People who've learned that there's more to aging well than simply counting steps. I've seen firsthand how embracing a smarter, more targeted approach can transform not just your body, but your entire experience of life. Today, I want to share with you the 5 essential areas you should focus on after 70, habits that go far beyond walking. Because if you're like most of my patients, you've probably already noticed that while walking keeps you moving, it doesn't always keep you feeling strong, steady, and confident. And that's what I'm here to help you reclaim. This isn't just another lecture or a list of do's and don'ts. I want you to imagine this as a conversation between us, one that could help you discover a new chapter of vitality and independence you never thought possible. So if you're ready to learn how to protect your strength, sharpen your balance, and preserve your freedom in the years ahead, stick with me until the very end. I promise you, what you'll hear today could change the way you move, feel, and live. Before we jump in, though, I'd like to ask you for a small favor. If you find this topic as important as I do, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to my channel. And if you know someone, a parent, a friend, a neighbor, who might need these insights, share this video with them too. Your support helps me keep bringing these essential lessons to more people, and it means the world to me. Now, let's begin. Because your health, your independence, and your sense of purpose, they're worth so much more than just another walk around the block. Let's discover together what truly keeps you strong after 70. Number 1, strengthening your lower body, the foundation of stability. Let's begin with what I consider one of the most crucial pillars of healthy aging, the strength of your legs and lower body. If you're like many older adults I've worked with, you might believe that your daily walk around the neighborhood is enough to keep your legs strong and your balance steady. And while walking certainly has its benefits, here's a truth I've learned after decades of working with seniors. Walking alone does not provide the deep, targeted strength you need to stay truly steady and confident on your feet. Walking is wonderful for your heart, but it doesn't fully engage those key muscles in your hips, thighs, and calves, the ones that keep you stable and sure-footed when life throws you a curveball. I've seen this firsthand in countless patients. Let me tell you about Martin, a retired engineer who spent his days strolling 3 miles every morning. He felt proud of that daily habit. But when it came time to rise from his favorite chair or climb a short flight of stairs, Martin found himself struggling. One day, he stumbled reaching for a can in the pantry, and that's when he realized his stamina wasn't enough to protect him from losing his balance. The missing piece? Resistance work. Unlike walking, which keeps you in a steady forward motion, resistance exercises challenge your muscles in ways that build true, functional strength. They don't just help you move, they help you move with power and control. The beauty of this is that you don't need a fancy gym or complicated machines. Bodyweight squats, gentle leg lifts, resistance band exercises, and heel raises can all be done right at home. These simple movements can be a game changer. Even if you spend just 10 minutes a couple of days a week focusing on resistance, you'll start to feel stronger and more stable in ways that go far beyond what walking alone can offer. And here's the most important lesson. It's not enough to strengthen just the front of your legs. Your hamstrings, calves, and glutes are equally vital. When these muscles work together, they create a protective shield around your joints and keep you steady on any surface. This strength isn't just about movement, it's about freedom. The freedom to rise from a chair without that stiff ache. The freedom to walk without fear of falling. The freedom to play with your grandkids, to travel, to live life fully and without hesitation. Let me ask you, when was the last time you really challenged your legs beyond just taking another walk? If it's been a while, let today be your new starting point. Take a few minutes to practice seated leg lifts, or try a gentle set of squats holding onto a chair for support. You'll be surprised at how quickly your legs respond, and how much more confident you feel in your everyday life. So as you think about your daily routine, remember this. Strong legs aren't just about strength. They're about security. They're about independence. And most importantly, they're about building a body that can carry you forward with grace, balance, and a renewed sense of purpose. Are you ready to start? Let me know in the comments below. And if this is resonating with you, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe. Your support helps me continue sharing these vital lessons with you and with others who are ready to embrace a stronger, more vibrant life. Number 2, balancing act. Train for the unexpected. Let's talk about something that's often overlooked but absolutely vital: balance. You might think that because you walk every day, your balance is as strong as it can be. But as a doctor who's seen too many preventable falls, I can tell you that balance is about much more than steady strides down a familiar path. It's about how your body reacts when life suddenly shifts, when the rug buckles, when a grandchild's toy slides across the kitchen floor, or when you need to pivot quickly without warning. I remember a patient named Linda, a bright and lively 80-year-old who took great pride in her daily walks. She'd stroll through her neighborhood, greeting friends and feeling on top of the world. But one afternoon, while reaching for a pot in her kitchen, she lost her footing on a small wet spot on the floor. In an instant, she was on the ground, nursing a bruised hip and a shaken sense of security. That moment taught Linda what so many of us forget. Balance isn't just a bonus. It's a skill that can fade over time if we don't actively train it, no matter how many miles we walk each week. Here's the good news: balance can be rebuilt, and it doesn't take hours in a gym. I've guided countless patients through simple exercises that retrain the brain and body to work together again. It could be as simple as standing on one foot for 30 seconds while you brush your teeth, or practicing a heel-to-toe walk down a hallway. Even slow, deliberate movements like Tai Chi can sharpen your body's reflexes and strengthen those tiny stabilizer muscles that keep you upright. The magic of balance exercises is that they're not just about the big muscles in your legs. They're about teaching your mind to react quickly, to keep you steady when life surprises you. They train you for the real world, where the ground isn't always level and obstacles come out of nowhere. Imagine for a moment, you're crossing a street and a car honks unexpectedly. You need to pivot fast. Or you're playing with your grandchildren in the backyard, and you turn too quickly to catch a ball. These are the moments that test your balance, not the predictable, level sidewalks you walk every day. So I ask you, when was the last time you truly tested your balance? When did you last try to stand on one leg or challenge your coordination in a new way? If you can't remember, now is the perfect time to start. Balance exercises don't just protect you from falls. They protect your independence, your confidence, and your ability to keep living life on your terms. Let me know in the comments below if you're ready to add these simple but life-changing drills to your routine. And if you've already experienced the difference balance training can make, share your story. I'd love to hear it. Before we move on, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Your engagement not only supports this work, it helps spread these crucial messages to more people who need them. Remember, balance is more than just a skill. It's a shield, and it's never too late to start building yours. Number 3, preserve your joints, move smarter, not harder. Now let's explore a truth I've witnessed in countless patients. As we age, it's not always about how much we move, but about how we move. Your joints, the silent heroes of every step and stretch, bear the weight of your lifetime of motion. And by the time you're in your 70s and beyond, these joints have carried you through decades of laughter, work, and everyday life. But here's the often overlooked reality. Even the best intentions can backfire if we don't respect what our joints have been through. Many of my patients believed that longer walks would keep them healthy. Robert, a 73-year-old retired teacher, was one of them. For years, he took pride in his daily 5-mile walks around his neighborhood. It was his routine, his identity. But slowly, he began to notice that every step was accompanied by a sharp reminder. Pain in his knees, stiffness in his hips, and a popping sound that worried him. One day, after a particularly painful walk, Robert came to see me. I explained to him something that changed everything. It wasn't the walking that was the problem, it was how he was doing it. Those hard surfaces, those long treks without breaks, were wearing down his already thinning cartilage. His joints, once resilient, were now paying the price for years of repetitive strain. So, what can we learn from Robert's story? That after 70, the key is to move smarter, not harder. It's about listening to your body and choosing activities that support your joints, rather than pushing them to the breaking point. For Robert, we shifted his routine away from pounding the pavement to gentler, joint-friendly exercises. Swimming became his new sanctuary. In the water, he found he could move freely, without the grinding pain. Aqua aerobics, gentle chair yoga, and cycling on a recumbent bike also became part of his routine. These low-impact exercises still challenged his muscles and kept his heart strong, but they gave his joints the kindness and care they desperately needed. And it's not just about changing your exercise, small, mindful practices matter too. Simple seated stretches, slow hip rotations, and gentle mobility drills can ease tension and protect your joints from further wear. Warming up before activity, wearing supportive shoes, and choosing softer surfaces for walking. These small choices can make a world of difference. Let's be clear, this isn't a message to stop walking altogether. Walking can absolutely be part of your healthy routine, but it shouldn't be your only activity. And it should never be done without considering the long-term impact on your joints. So I ask you, how do your joints feel at the end of the day? Do your knees ache after a walk? Does your back feel stiff in the morning? These are your body's signals. They're invitations to listen, to adapt, and to choose smarter movement. If you're ready to honor the journey your joints have carried you through, I encourage you to leave a comment below and share how you plan to move smarter. And if this message resonates with you, please like this video and subscribe. Your support helps bring these vital insights to more people who might be pushing themselves harder than they should. Remember, healthy aging isn't about ignoring your aches, it's about partnering with your body. It's about finding movement that lifts you up without wearing you down. And it's about making every step, every single one, a choice to live stronger, longer, and with more ease. Number 4, engage your mind, challenge it like a muscle. When we talk about staying healthy after 70, it's easy to picture stronger legs, steadier balance, or pain-free joints. But there's a part of your health that's just as vital, though often neglected. It's your mind. Just like your body, your brain needs movement, challenges, and fresh experiences to stay sharp and lively. I've seen it time and again in my practice. Older adults who walk daily, eat well, and yet still find themselves forgetting names, losing track of conversations, or feeling like their days blend into one another. That's what happened to Elaine, a 79-year-old patient whose story still sticks with me. She was active, vibrant, and took great care of her body. But when she told me she often forgot why she'd walked into a room, I asked her one simple question. When was the last time you tried something new, something that really challenged your mind? Elaine paused. In that moment, she realized that while she'd kept her body in motion, she hadn't truly engaged her mind in years. She'd fallen into a comfortable routine, one that no longer stretched her thinking or sparked her curiosity. The truth is, your mind is like a muscle. If you don't challenge it, it starts to lose its edge. That's why, after 70, it's more important than ever to find ways to keep your brain active. But here's the good news. You don't need fancy brain games or endless hours of studying. What matters most is that you're curious, willing to explore, to ask questions, to learn. For Elaine, that meant picking up a new hobby. She began experimenting with watercolor painting, letting the gentle flow of color spark her imagination. Later, she joined a small book club at her community center, reading stories she'd never have chosen on her own. She told me those weekly discussions made her feel more alive, more engaged, and more connected to the world around her. And that's the magic of mental exercise. It's not about becoming an expert. It's about staying open. It could be as simple as learning a few phrases in a new language, tackling a crossword puzzle, or listening to music you'd never thought to explore. Each small step, each fresh experience nudges your brain awake, creating new connections that keep you sharp and adaptable. Scientific studies back this up. Seniors who actively engage their minds report feeling more energetic, more optimistic, and less prone to depression. And it's no surprise, when your mind is alive with curiosity, it lifts your entire outlook on life. So I encourage you to reflect. What's one thing you could do this week to challenge your mind? Maybe it's finally trying that recipe you've always wondered about. Maybe it's calling up an old friend for a deep conversation. Or maybe it's simply sitting quietly for a few minutes, breathing deeply, and noticing the world around you in a new way. Before we move on, I'd love to hear from you. Leave me a comment below and share how you plan to keep your mind active this week. And if you're finding these lessons helpful, please like this video and subscribe. Your support doesn't just help me, it helps spread these messages to countless others looking for ways to live with more energy and purpose. Remember, your mind is your lifelong companion. Treat it like the treasure it is. Feed it with new challenges. Let it wander, let it wonder. And in doing so, you'll discover that even in your later years, you can still grow, adapt, and thrive in ways you never imagined possible. Number 5, breathing and posture, the overlooked key to vitality. Let's turn our attention to something most people overlook entirely: Yet it has the power to unlock a wellspring of energy and resilience you never imagined possible. It's not just about how many miles you walk or how much weight you lift. It's about how you breathe and how you carry yourself through each moment of the day. I've met countless patients over the years who felt drained and breathless, despite living active lives. Harold, a 78-year-old gentleman, was one of them. He'd always taken pride in his daily walks and his healthy diet. But he came to me one day, puzzled by the constant fatigue that clung to him like a shadow. At first glance, his heart and lungs were strong. But then I watched how he stood, shoulders slumped forward, chest compressed, and breaths that barely filled his lungs. His posture had become a quiet enemy, stealing his vitality inch by inch. What many of us don't realize is that shallow breathing and poor posture can slowly sap our energy, strain our hearts, and dull our focus. Over the years, they become second nature, something we never think to question, yet something that can quietly erode the foundation of our well-being. But there's hope, because just as poor posture can drain you, restoring your posture and breathing deeply can bring you back to life. When I taught Harold the simple power of diaphragmatic breathing, feeling each inhale fill his belly instead of stopping at his chest, he rediscovered an energy he thought he'd lost forever. And when he began to stand taller, shoulders back, chin level, it was as if a light had switched back on inside him. This is the secret that so many overlook. Your breath is your body's most direct source of energy. Each deep, deliberate breath bathes your cells in oxygen, calms your nervous system, and signals to your body that it's safe to relax and thrive. When you pair that with good posture, you create the perfect environment for your heart and lungs to work effortlessly, for your muscles to feel lighter, and for your mind to feel clearer. You don't need to spend hours in a studio to reap these benefits. Just 5 minutes in the morning, sitting tall in your chair, closing your eyes, and breathing deeply into your belly can set the tone for your entire day. Throughout the day, take little posture breaks. Feel your feet grounded, your spine lengthened, and your shoulders gently rolled back. These small adjustments can make a profound difference in how you feel and how you move through the world. So let me ask you, when was the last time you truly checked in with your breath? When did you last pause to feel the fullness of an inhale or the calm release of an exhale? If it's been a while, let today be your invitation. Start small, but start today. And as always, I'd love to hear from you. Share in the comments how you plan to honor your breath and posture this week. If you're finding these insights helpful, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe. It helps me keep sharing these essential lessons with those who need them most. Remember, my friends, no matter your age, your breath is always there for you, and your posture is always within your control. They're the quiet keys to more energy, better health, and a renewed sense of purpose. Start tuning in and watch how your body and spirit begin to thank you in ways you never expected. As we wrap up today's journey, I want you to pause and truly consider what you've just heard. After 70, your health is no longer just about movement. It's about moving with intention. It's about listening to the quiet messages your body has been sending you all along. And it's about recognizing that you are wiser now, more attuned to what your body truly needs. Your legs are the foundation of your freedom. Strong legs are your passport to independence. Your balance isn't just about staying upright. It's about trusting yourself to navigate the unpredictable twists of life. Your joints, those humble hinges that have carried you across countless milestones, deserve respect and care, not wear and tear. And your mind, your mind. It's hungry to keep learning, to stay nimble and curious, because a curious mind never truly grows old. But beyond all of this, there's one more lesson I hope you take with you. Your breath and your posture are the quiet sentinels of your vitality. They're the steady pulse of life that's always within reach, waiting for you to notice and honor them. I've spent decades with patients of all ages, and here's what I know for sure. Your body has never stopped speaking to you. Maybe you've felt an ache in your knee or a shortness of breath after a long walk. Maybe you've noticed your balance isn't what it used to be. These are not signs of weakness. They are invitations. Invitations to slow down, to adapt, to grow stronger in new and wiser ways. I remember Mary, an 85-year-old patient whose journey is etched in my memory. She told me once, aging isn't about giving up, it's about giving in to what your body is telling you, and trusting that you can still be vibrant and full of life, even as the years pass. And she was right, because when you approach aging not with fear, but with curiosity and respect, you unlock a new chapter. One filled with unexpected joy, renewed purpose, and the quiet thrill of discovering that your best years might just be the ones ahead. So as you reflect on everything we've talked about today, I want to ask you, what is the one change you're ready to make? Is it adjusting your posture as you stand, adding a few minutes of balance work to your mornings? Or maybe finally signing up for that painting class or book club you've always wondered about? Whatever it is, I encourage you to start today. Take one small step, no matter how simple, and let that be your promise to yourself. You are not done growing. You are not done thriving. Your body, your mind, and your spirit are ready to be nourished in new ways. Please share your thoughts with me in the comments below. Let me know how you plan to honor your body's wisdom and take these lessons forward. And if you found this video helpful, take a moment to like it, share it with someone who needs to hear these words, and subscribe to my channel. Together, we're building a community that believes aging is not about decline, it's about discovery. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for caring enough about yourself to seek out this knowledge. I look forward to seeing you in the next video, where we'll keep exploring, learning, and growing together.